Hi, Karen here from Simply Repair. John's asked me to record a few highlights from our activities over the last few years, so here goes. To begin with, we have increased the number of repair cafes in Cumbria from 5 to 13, with 3 more in the pipeline and 5 or 6 that I've helped to start outside the county. Another highlight of the year has been volunteer gatherings, so gatherings of repairers from all the repair cafes around the county and some beyond, where we've been able to share best practice and support each other. And this has developed into a really supportive group generally. This particular image is of Mark, who was a student from Lancaster University, who helped us again through the Zero Carbon Cumbria project to develop a carbon calculator for repair, and he was sharing it with all the repairers around the county who were interested. So we are now able to calculate the amount of carbon that we save through repair cafes, which is really exciting. It's become more and more clear over the years that repair cafes are about much more than just repairing things, reducing carbon and reducing the amount of waste that goes to landfill. But it's also about sharing food, which is what we can see in this photograph, bringing people together from all walks of life. It helps to address loneliness. We can pass on skills to people, and it also opens the door to wider climate conversations. And it's not just the people who come along to repair cafes that benefit, but we've got some lovely stories of volunteers really benefiting from being involved as well. Several volunteers have told me that volunteering at Repair Cafe has helped to boost their confidence and give them a sense of purpose. There are 2 in particular I'd like to tell you about. So one woman who came along to a crochet workshop, she has a long-term health condition and wanted to volunteer, didn't consider herself to be a repairer, so we recruited her on the admin team. Over the years she has got more and more involved, and she is now treasurer on our committee, and said that being involved with the group has given her a massive sense of purpose and really helped her through challenging times. And now even her husband is involved, because obviously it was very challenging times for him too, and he is now our PAT tester. So that's a lovely story. And another volunteer who, due to mental health challenges, couldn't leave the house. His wife mentioned to me that he was a fantastic repairer and suggested that during lockdown we dropped items off at the house for him to repair, which we did, and he did a great job. At the end of lockdown, when we were getting Repair Cafe going again, I invited him along to a meeting, not expecting him to turn up, but he did, and he's been volunteering for us ever since. He's brought his son along too, who is also a great repairer. And even better news is that he now has his own repair business, and he goes around repairing household items in people's homes. So a couple of really uplifting stories there. And I'm just going to leave you with a few smiley faces from happy people who've had items repaired at repair cafes.